Hello, hello, hello. Hello, pre-calculus. Hello. Um, some of you guys tried the extra credit and kind of messed up. Today's worksheet and tomorrow's quiz are very similar to the extra credit. So I need to talk about this one more time. Okay, so let's try something like this. So on the worksheet today, you're going to have 8 problems. Just graph them, and then I'll collect everything, just, just make sure it's all turned in tomorrow. And then the quiz tomorrow is only going to be 5 problems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm looking at it right now, but you can't see it. And you're just going to have to graph it, okay? So we need to talk because I think all of the shifts, plural, that we have done, I think stuff has just moved to the right, but we need to practice just a little. Okay, so here we go. Let's just say, are you ready? Let's just say that I said, hey, graph something like this. 6 plus 2 sine 3 theta minus 10, okay? And then I'm going to do the cosine one also, just so that you guys can see it. 6 plus 2 cosine 3 theta minus 10, just so that you guys get a feel for, oh, that's the only difference. It'll be like, yeah. All right, so I've been kind of taking the lazy approach as far as putting the new x-axis number. So the new x-axis is 6, okay? Then you go up 2, and then you go down 2. Okay, so that takes care of this and that. Got it? Now, I'm going to take 360 divided by 3 and get 120. Now, normally, it would go 0 to 120. It would stop at 60. It would stop at 30. And then 30 plus 60 is 90. However, we want to go 10 to the right. We want to go plus 10. Okay? And that's it. So I'm going to have a dot. This is sine. I'm going to have a dot here, and a dot here, and a dot here, and a dot here, and a dot here. And then I'm going to go, just make that dot just a little bigger. There we go. All right. So then put in the correct numbers. This is 10. This is 40. This is 70. This is 100. And then this is 130. And voila, that's perfect. You don't have to do a 0 and then a new x-axis. You can just put that 6 right there, and that's good enough. This is theta, and that's y, but you don't even need to label those. All right, now let me show you the difference between sine and cosine. So the 6 is the same. The 8 is the same. The 4 is the same. The only thing that's different is the dots. So cosine starts high and goes here, and goes here, and goes here, and goes here. And then so the cosine curve would look like this. Like that, okay? And then the same exact numbers go down here. This dude stops at 130, and that's 70, and that's 10, and that dude's 40, and that guy's 100. And there you go. Okay, so that's the only difference between sine and cosine. Now, this is always going to be a plus until we start up next semester, okay? That's always going to be a plus. This could be a minus. Okay, so we could have had the x-axis at -6. So if it was at -6, I would have added 2, and that would have been -4. And then I would move down 2, and then that would have been -8. Okay, so that could have been a minus there, but this will always be a plus. This is always just the amplitude. This is always the number that's 360 divided by something. And then we've always, well, not always, I think probably have had most of our problems with a minus sign here, but let's go crazy and do one with a plus, all right? And I'll do cosine because you guys seem to mess up more on cosine than sine. So let's try one more. Here we go. Let's say that it's y equals 5 plus 3. Oh, let's go crazy. Let's do -5 plus 3 cosine 2 theta plus, I don't know. What do you want to do? That's going to be 360, 180. Let's do plus 100. Why not? Let's try something different. Okay, so draw it. Draw it. That's -5. Then I'm going to go up 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, that's at -2. Then I'm going to go down 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, that's at -8. Now, this line is going to be a big time issue. Let me show you why. Okay, so let's do this first. So I got to do 360 divided by 2 and get 180. Okay, so that means it's going to go 0, 180, 90, 45, and 135. Okay, so this is going to be an issue, and here's why. I got to go 100 to the left. Oh, crud. That means my first dot's going to be at -100, way over here. And I'm going to have another dot at -55, way over there. And I'm going to have another dot at -10, way over there. So I have to do something like this. Maybe this will work. Please work. I don't want to move those. Yeah, I can move those numbers. Last time I did this, the computer froze up, by the way. So here we go. Woo! All right, that was fancy. Here we go. We're doing cosine. So I took care of the -5. I took care of the 3. I took care of the 2. Now I just got to do the 100. It just means 100 to the left. Cosine starts high. And so I'm going to have a dot on the left-hand side because that's -100. Then I'm going to have a dot at -55. Then I'm going to have a dot at -10. Then I'm going to have a dot at 35. Then I'm going to have a dot at 80. Now, I spread these out more because I've moved this line too far. Oh, well. Oh, tartar sauce. Close enough. It's hard to do on this, okay? So what did we say this guy was? 80. This was 35. This was -10. This was negative, what? -55. And this was -100. Now, if you really wanted to get crazy, you could see if the jumps, see how these jumps were 45? You could see if these jumps are 45. Yep. 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 Yay, I did it right. Okay, it was cosine, so I started high. All right, so now do the worksheet, do all 8 problems. Try to get it done today. Like, try to get all the stuff done today and turned into me. That would be great. But it technically won't be due until tomorrow. Tomorrow's quiz, like I said, is only 5 problems, and it's like this. Okay, with that, I say to you, good day.